nights like this happened every day. Midnight bread and harbor lights, quiet streets and open skies, walking where the sea wind goes, past the doors already closed. No one asking where we've been, no one calling us back in. All I need beneath the moon is this little town and you. We tore the bread with careful hands and shared it near the fountain square. The stone still held the heat of noon, but cooler shadows gathered there. You told me every hidden street had something different after dark. A garden growing on a roof, a painted boat inside a park. Midnight bread and harbor lights, quiet streets and open skies, walking where the sea wind goes, past the doors already closed. No one asking where we've been, no one calling us back in. All I need beneath the moon is this little town and you. We passed the cinema below, its windows dark, its posters warm. Above it stood the empty screen, still facing where the stars were born. You said the town would wake at 5 when boats returned from deeper seas. But until then the road was ours, along the harbor in the breeze. We left the square without a sound, with peach juice sweet upon our hands. The lighthouse turned across the bay and drew us closer to the sand. The bakery lamp was still awake behind a curtain colored blue. A silver bell rang at the door as I stepped quietly in with you. We chose a loaf still warm inside and 2 small peaches from a tray. The baker smiled without a word, like nights like this happened every day. Midnight bread and harbor lights, quiet streets and open skies, walking where the sea wind goes, past the doors already closed. No one asking where we've been, no one calling us back in. All I need beneath the moon is this little town and you. the bread with careful hands and shared it near the fountain square. The stone still held the heat of noon, but cooler shadows gathered there. You told me every hidden street had something different after dark. A garden growing on a roof, a painted boat inside a park. Midnight bread and harbor lights, quiet streets and open skies. Walking where the sea wind goes, past the doors already closed. No one asking where we've been, no one calling us back in. All I need beneath the moon is this little town and you. We passed the cinema below, its windows dark, its posters worn. Above it stood the empty screen, still facing where the stars were born. You said the town would wake at 5 when boats returned from deeper seas. But until then the road was ours, along the harbor in the breeze. We left the square without a sound, with peach juice sweet upon our hands. The lighthouse turned across the bay and drew us closer to the sand. No one asking where we've been, no one calling us back in. All I need beneath the moon is this little town and you. We left our sandals by the wall, where steps descended to the shore. The water touched my tired feet, then slipped away to come once more. The moon made silver on the waves, the town grew quiet at our backs. You drew a circle in the sand, then watched the tide erase the tracks. Barefoot by the water, with the night around our feet. Every wave was like a secret, only summer could repeat. We had nowhere we were going, still the moment felt complete. Barefoot by the water, where the moon and ocean meet. You asked what awaited back at home. I said a desk, a crowded train, a room that held the afternoon, and windows marked by city rain. I asked if you would ever leave this little distant lighthouse turn, and said someday you probably will. Barefoot by the water, with the night around our feet. Every wave was like a secret only summer could repeat. We had nowhere we were going, still the moment felt complete. Barefoot by the water, where the moon and ocean meet. We did not make impossible vows or promise years we could not see. We only said that for tonight we would be honest, wild and free. The tide came farther up the shore and carried all our doubts away. And somewhere in the eastern sky, the dark began to soften gray. We found our sandals near the stairs and brushed the cool sand from our skin. The night was slowly losing stars, but morning had not yet begun. By the wall, where steps descended to the shore. The water touched my tired feet, then slipped away to come once more. The moon made silver on the waves. The town grew quiet at our backs. You drew a circle in the sand, then watched the tide erase the tracks. Barefoot by the water, with the night around our feet. Every wave was like a secret only summer could repeat. We had nowhere we were going, still the moment felt complete. Barefoot by the water, where the moon and ocean meet. You asked what waited back at home. I said a desk, a crowded train, a room that held the afternoon, and windows marked by city rain. I asked if you would ever leave this little harbor by the hill. You watched the distant lighthouse turn and said someday you probably will. Barefoot by the water, with the night around our feet. Every wave was like a secret only summer could repeat. We had nowhere we were going, still the moment felt complete. Barefoot by the water, where the moon and an ocean meet. We did not make impossible vows or promise years we could not see. We only said that for tonight we would be honest, wild and free. The tide came farther up the shore and carried all our doubts away. Then somewhere in the eastern sky, the dark began to soften gray. We found our sandals near the stairs and brushed the cool sand from our skin. The night was slowly losing stars, but morning had not yet begun.
The eastern pier was painted pale by morning waiting out at sea. Fishing ropes were dark with mist, the boats moved quietly beneath. We sat beside a rusted bell with coffee from a harbor stand. The warmth came through the paper cups as daylight opened in our hands. On the eastern pier at dawn, we watched the final night move on. Every rooftop turned to gold, every wave became a road. Nothing needed to be said. With the sunrise overhead, for a moment time stood still on the pier below the hill. The market shutters lifted up and engines echo through the bay. A flock of gulls crossed through the light as fishermen began their day. You raised your camera toward the sun, then lowered it and looked at me. Some moments should remain untouched. Not every memory needs to be seen. On the eastern pier at dawn, we watched the final night move on. Every rooftop turned to gold, every wave became a road. Nothing needed to be said. make everything between us clear. First boat crossed the golden line. The harbor rang with morning sound. You took one picture as I smiled, with both my feet still on the ground.